in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense working from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Ambrose. Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it down the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, and this defense is reeling already. First play of the game, and you give up an explosive play in the passing game just like that. They better collect themselves and buckle up and get ready to go.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Ambrose. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the Hokies are on the move. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. looking to fire. He's got the tight end. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Dave, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
This time he's got it. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Might be looking to run. He caught it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Try to get it in with the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Break. Single.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Going for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sends the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Bring in the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air, it's Ambrose. They get to him as he throws. Grabbed in the middle, it's Montgomery. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, when you you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Hokies with the 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Makes a man miss. Got enough for the 1st. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Hokie, 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 high, Tech, Tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game and the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Ambrose. Skips away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Ambrose. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Hokies! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver. Offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He might want another play. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go, right. Snap. White 29.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Lets it fly. He's got it on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Syracuse doing business in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Ambrose. Got his man on the right. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Offense set on first down. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Second down for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Oh, that's frustrating for a defense. Third and long, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. Great play call. Catch them off guard. First down for the offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Ambrose. Finds his tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hokies will do it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Dyer. He's got him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Breaks into the open.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Orange. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To get another look at this Hokie offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback keeper. Turning on the Jets. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back. It's Dyer. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here comes the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Syracuse right back at it. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sends the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for a man. It's Ambrose. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
With a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Punt is in the air on 4th down.
Return runs out of bounds.
Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback making checks. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's White. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
To throw, it's Dyer. Fires left. Complete on the comeback. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Syracuse right back at him. He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him, and basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping.
Touchdown, Cuse! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hokie offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking downfield, it's Ambrose. Hit as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Uncorks it. All by himself. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Hokies are flying down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
To the air, it's Ambrose. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
The Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Montgomery. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Pushes ahead. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Looking for a man. It's Ambrose. Trying to find the end zone. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and now it's 4th down. It's money down, and I don't think there's a question right here. You need the touchdown. You got to put that on the scoreboard. You're going for it. You're putting your best play forward right now.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hokies! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 11 over Fresno State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground. Handoff from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Dyer. Makes the catch. On the move at the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. He's got it and still on his feet.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they'll take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Syracuse.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. And the kick is good. He is one.